Okay, hello. So this is gonna be your January 2023 predictions. Um, this is gonna have love, career, whatever decides to come out for you for the month of January. I know I'm a bit late, so forgive me, but you can't get mad at me because I have been posting consistently, so I don't want to hear it. This is going to be a pick a card, so I'm gonna show you guys the 3 different piles, and I'll take a picture or I'll take a video of them so you can see them in closer look. So this is gonna be my pile 1s. Is gonna be this butterfly. You already know I love butterflies, so I had to, this is like my signature. And then pile 2 is gonna be this heart. It is actually an ornament and I stole it from the tree. So yeah, it's like this clear green heart, and it has like gold snowflakes and this like little piece of garland. And then pile 3, again another ornament, is this crown. I love it so much, like I'm just gonna be like this for the rest of the video. I wish. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. It's gonna end up falling off. But yeah, and as I always say, this is a general reading, so more than one pile can resonate. It might be just one, it might be 2, it might be all 3. So yes, so let's start with pile 1. So the first card, this is from my Goddess Oracle deck. This one is Hestia, and it is talking about the home. So in January there could be significant changes to your home. For some of you, you could be renewing some sort of lease. And then this one, again, I'm just gonna post like all the decks and the cards that I use in the description box, because I'm gonna be here all day if I do that. But this one is DJ Wall. Cool. It says Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. This also reminds me of like that religion, Buddhism, right? And how I'm not really too educated on like being a Buddhist or Buddhism, but I know that, there are monks. Like I've met monks before, and a lot of their like spirituality or their faith and religion is about peace and love and not having this like hatred in this world. And I feel like, especially paired with this home energy, I feel like there's like a lot of that energy here. And then you have, so I also got a crystal for every pile. So the crystal you guys got was chrysoprase. Allow yourself to receive. Again, I'm so sorry if you're not able to see. This one specifically, the letters are really light. So I will take a video here and there so you can see the cards. And then this one says the blue flame. Spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. So I feel as though there is something unfolding here for you, something that you're stepping into in the month of January. And I feel like it almost feels as though even like the last 4 months, so like October, November, December, wait, what am I, oh, September, October, November, December, like it's almost been feeling like it's been the hardest months, because you have had to like let go low-key of like a lot of negativity, and you have been like I don't want to say forced, but in a way you were like, it was like you were forced to see how to make a shitty situation work for you, right? How to make some sort of situation, like, I don't want to say make it your home, but like, even in that situation, you have found like your happiness or your own way of doing things. A big part of this was you not losing yourself through it all. So I feel like in a way you were being prepared for whatever is coming your way. I feel like there are a lot of changes, especially in January, and it was almost like you may end up, you know, being around a lot of people this month, having a lot more connections, and you know, for some of you, you could be like, there could be something about social media, there's something about, like, you know, your energy being out there, and there was a reason why, you know, you had to like learn how to not be so influenced all the time, right? You had to learn how to like put your foot down when it came to your energy, or, you know, like who you are as a person, like creating a home for yourself and keeping it that way in a sense. So I definitely feel that like something is being activated here for you, and this is what you've been preparing for. And like I said, there's a lot of big shifts and changes for the better, of course. There is something that you are about to receive, and also like I could definitely see how you guys might not be so, what is that word that I'm looking for, like you guys might not be so it might not be so easy for you to receive things. So you always find yourself giving, but never really receiving any energy back. Or like you could have been blocking that for a long time. And it's like when you're manifesting abundance, when you're wanting this success, these changes, this happiness, like you need to allow yourself to receive things, to receive support, to receive information the same way that, you know, you are giving. Something that I have had to learn myself as well is that we are all channels, right? Imagine like you are like this walking radio. So, you know, there might be some stations that you don't like, but there might be stations that you do like, right? Some stations that make you think, some stations that you have to give. But it's like, in order to balance everything out, if you give in excess, you will receive in excess. And that's how you keep the flow moving, right? But it's like, because you were giving and not letting yourself receive, not letting yourself enjoy the moment, that has kept you from growing as a person, from succeeding. That has been what has kept you stuck. So I feel like this is why, like, you had to like learn. It was like you had to learn that not everybody is a bad person, right? Not everybody is going to be out for you, out for your energy. Knowing who it is to trust. Like, home to me means being at home with your energy. It's not just being at home. It's doing the shit that resonates with you. It's doing the things that make you feel so good within yourself, that make you feel aligned. And I feel like that was like, it may have been hard for you because you were so like into doing shit for everybody else. And I feel like a big part of that was like aiding your own energy, aiding and listening to your own intuition. And you literally have intuition here. It says, the power of intuition will light your path, providing a connection to the divine. So yeah, like I said, there is definitely a lot of having to, it's like you were looking for answers and you were looking for a way out on the outside, right? Through other people, asking people for advice. I feel like most of you, not really, like you kind of kept your shit to yourself, but some of you might have. But it's in the sense that you were kind of looking for this awakening on the outside, for this big change, for this success on the outside. And really it has always started within. If you want a change on your physical life, you need to be willing to sacrifice and change certain things within. Because when you are changing something, and when you have this success in mind, you must be willing to let go of the version. It's like you must be willing to let go of the version of you that you are now, right? That you are today. You have to be willing to change into this better side of you, into this more healed side of you. And that takes a lot. It's not like it is not just overnight that it happens. And then these are all your tarot cards, so we're gonna get into it. So you guys have the King of Wands. Again, all different decks, which makes it like a lot more interesting. You have the Two of Wands in reverse. I know you guys can't see it, but let a girl hope. The Page of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Strength card, and the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys could be healers. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like you could be healers, or you could just have very loving energy. You thrive on love. And I feel like this is a part of yourself that you have always hated, because you have felt like, you know, when you give so much, you have never like received that. You have never seen anything good out of giving so much, from what I'm seeing here. But I think that you are about to experience like good people in your life. You are about to experience a lot of good and sweet energy, right? And I think a big part of this too is knowing not to take shit personal. Life is messy. People are complicated. Like, we are all in different stages in our lives. So the one thing that you can do is to learn the lesson and move forward, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, you don't control anybody else's actions or anybody else's words. The only thing that we can do is heal ourselves, right? Put ourselves on the right path. And sometimes shit will be difficult, you know. You don't like, you know, there's a reason why people have this fear of the unknown, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Things can change for better or for worse. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. And again, for the longest time, you had this deep desire. For some of you, you had this deep desire to like build a community, to help people, to like, there's something about you guys like building your brand, your business. And I know that one day, like, your name will be known, like your name, your presence, your energy will be known by many people. But it doesn't mean that you won't struggle today. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I feel like I almost feel like you lost motivation and hope in whatever your dreams have been, because of how tough life has been. But sometimes, you know, the lessons we need to learn and the shit we need to go through, like, it's like, in order for us to get to these goals, to this success, like, sometimes we have to put that on the side and let go of whatever negativity we're holding on to. We have to let go of whatever is holding us back. And sometimes that takes years, that takes months to accomplish. But I do feel that. And I wanted to touch on that as well, that I feel as though, because you are such a loving person, you know, you feel really deeply. You guys are definitely my empaths. And you guys could be really creative, and there could be something with your hands. Like, you could love like crafting things or making things, or like everything you touch, it's like you bring value to whatever that is. And I don't think you realize that, you know, and you do this all the time for other people. It's so easy for you to point out the good in someone else or something else, but when it comes to you, like, you don't have that touch of gold, right? And you do, but you just don't give yourself enough credit, right, for the shit that you do. But yeah, like, I feel like what I was saying was that, you know, you're a very abundant person. You are meant to live an abundant lifestyle. You are meant to be full of life, of opportunities, of, you know, like I said, the same way that you bring this life, this energy, this love to others, you are meant to give that to yourself as well. And I feel as though right now you may not like you may be experiencing the short end of the stick. And I keep going back to this cycle of like, what is it, like giving and receiving. There is a block with your finances, there is a block with your love life. There is a lot of feeling stuck energy, and it is because, you know, it is not just enough for us to give all this time. Like, we also have to be vulnerable enough to receive from the right people, right? We need to learn to use discernment. I'm not telling you to just say yes to everybody, but like learning to use discernment and knowing who to receive from. Sometimes the answers that we look for, most of them are inward, but also they can come from someone else. Sometimes our guides, our angels speak through other people, so you never know like who's put on your path for what. And it's like so many missed opportunities because you're not willing to be open, knowing damn well that it would have helped you so much along the line. There's a lot of like shame with you, like feeling shameful, like, you know, you don't deserve the help because you're not doing good right now, because you're down right now. And it's like, we're not gonna be good all the time, right? Like, you need to remember that, like, we're not going to be successful all the time. Sometimes we are stripped of everything we know. Sometimes shit is taken away from us. So you have to learn that like, you know, you might be on top right now, but at one point you will fall down and you learn how to get back up again. And I feel like this is what happened. Things were going really good for you, and out of nowhere, you know, it's like slowly things started changing and you didn't really know how to cope with that. It wasn't what you wanted. Like, a lot of people started drifting away from you. People didn't really resonate with you, with your energy. Like, that could have been something that happened as well. So it's like you gave so much of your energy away and your power away, and you feel like abandoned. And the people that do want to help you, you feel almost like shameful, like, you know, no, like, this is what I deserve, because if I was doing the right thing, things would be going good. And it's like, you know, sometimes our spirits are strict on us. Like, it's not just gonna be rainbows and sunshines all the time. But yeah, as I was saying, you are a very abundant person, and you know, you are meant to live a life of luxury, of pleasure, because you bring this like so much energy to everybody else, so much love, and it's in your own way. Like, you don't have to be ADHD running around everywhere all the time, or like, you know, happy all the time. But when you do have the energy and when you do bring this love, like, people notice that shit. So yeah, I feel as though because of that, you feel very deeply, and it's so easy for you to hold on to grudges, for you to hold on to hatred, to negativity, you know, to get caught up in the small things. And when you feel this way, take a step back. Please do not make any irrational decisions or like impulsive decisions. And I need to insert myself in this situation too, because I am definitely feeling that. But yeah, it's important that you like take a step back and look at what you're holding on to, or why you feel this anger, why you feel this way in this moment. And something that this book that I was reading, it was talking about how, like, you know, trauma is created when we are not able to process our emotions for something that happened. And I think the people that are most traumatized, you know, it's not this big thing that happens. It's little things that happen over time. And it's like you live with this sadness, with this pain for such a long time, because you cannot figure out what, like you cannot figure out why, you know, you feel this way. And really it's because you don't acknowledge your emotions. You feel as though it's wrong to be sad, it's wrong to be angry, it's wrong to feel all those like negative emotions, and you have to let them flow through you. It is not a bad thing to cry or to be angry, because that is the version of you that feels rejected, that has felt the pain. So yeah, I feel like I said, there's a lot going on in the month of January, but it's you having this enlightenment. It's you knowing, like, you know, this is the month where I'm letting all this shit go, where I am finally transforming. And you have the butterfly, which represents transformation. So letting go of, and it's not just letting go of the negativity, but it's letting go of like negative emotions, of the grudges, of shit that you've held on to, those beliefs, those beliefs, the way that you talk to yourself that is not good, like that voice in your head that's so fucking harsh, that shouldn't be there in the first place. You know, letting that go and being kinder to yourself. The world is already a harsh place, so why do you feel the need to be like that to yourself? You are essentially creating a better home for yourself, a better life, a better perception, and a bigger chance for you to achieve your goals, your dreams, because you are at least trying, you are at least taking the step forward around this time. So there's a lot of action, you taking action in January, you following your intuition and not being scared of, or not feeling so shameful, or not feeling so insecure anymore. It's like you're unleashing this beast within you, this like you've been living this life of like black and white, and you're finally releasing all this color that you have. You are no longer holding your personality hostage. You know, you're not trying to be someone that you're not. You're like, I'm gonna be myself, and I'm gonna bring my energy wherever I go. Fuck standards, fuck beauty standards, fuck anything else. Like, it's like you finally being yourself, and I cannot express like how excited I am for you, because I can tell that you're gonna enjoy every minute of this. You're gonna be like, why didn't I do this before? Like, why was I hiding like my real self before? So I love that so much. And also there's a lot about like good karma coming your way because of like the people that you have helped. So yeah, and your dreams could also be very important, especially those of you that are dreaming yourself. Like, there's something about dreaming about like something in a temple or like flames, and it could literally be blue flames because that's the card that you did get. So yeah, I feel like you are getting all the elements. So you could dream yourself that you're grounding yourself, you're in a park, you're in nature, and then the next day there's a bunch of flames, or you're running, you're taking action. The next day you're crying in a dream. The next day you're flying somewhere, or you're so in tune with the wind. Like, it's like you're dreaming of like all the elements, or you're dreaming about different books or something like that. But there is this energy of, you know, finally unleashing all of that, finally being able to feel all this energy, this connection to life itself. But like I said, I definitely hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you enjoyed, if it resonated. Like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to comment butterfly emojis if you did choose this pile. So yes, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. So hi, how you doing? This is gonna be pile 2, and this, if you chose the green heart with the gold snowflakes, then this is gonna be the pile for you. So as I told pile 1, I did already pre-shuffle with all the cards. It just makes it easier. But if you enjoy seeing me shuffle, I will do it in the next one. Just comment it down below, and I always take your suggestions very, very close to my heart, because I love when you guys give me suggestions. So yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna start with your oracle cards first, and then we will move into your tarot. And this is a very thick pile. So the first one that you have is time for a nap, and excuse me, in reverse, and by the book upright. You have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. The only reason I'm not really showing you guys is because it's a little far away, but I'm gonna insert clips. You have happiness. I am aware that being happy means I am on the right path. Okay, so let's start with this and then we'll move on to the next cards. So from the first two cards, I know right away that I feel like you guys, I don't think you have been doing this intentionally, but I feel like, you know, there's something very deep rooted in the sense that, you know, I feel like you like to escape your emotions a lot. And it's gotten to the point where when a relationship becomes difficult, when a friendship becomes difficult, your emotions get difficult to handle. You will literally do anything to take shortcuts, to not feel the emotions that you're feeling. And sometimes, like, we must just allow them to flow through us. We cannot change the way that we feel. We can only, you know, like, soothe ourselves. We can only, like, and it's only right, because especially when you have a lot of anger or sadness or frustration, this is only the side of you that's been frustrated, right? This is only the side of you that's felt this, that's been hurt, that's been rejected, that's been full of shame. So I feel as though some of you guys, like, you will start something over in order to escape, like, failing. For example, like, let's say that you've been at a job for a while and maybe you're not getting a promotion. Instead of, you know, finding a way to get a promotion, or, you know, maybe it doesn't have to be that specific situation, but it feels like there has just been a situation where you've been trying on it, but if you feel like you're not gonna get whatever it is, I feel like you are low-key, like, afraid of failure. And so you would rather start something over than to face or confront whatever this is. And for some of you, you could even have, like, issues confronting people when it comes to your emotions. Like, it's hard for you to talk about how you feel. And I feel like it's to the point where, you know, you feel like that knot in your throat when, you know, you're pushing all your emotions down, right? I feel as though you were silenced a lot when you were younger, and most likely, you know, your parents, they were very strict when it came to emotions. And it's like when you would cry, instead of figuring out what was wrong or letting you explain why you felt the way you did, they never gave you space to hold emotions. Most likely they hit you, they spanked you, or they told you, like, I'm gonna give you a reason for you to cry, like I said. So never any space for your emotions. But in this moment now, in January, like, use this as a moment to do that for yourself. I know that you wish you could have had a better relationship with your parents and some friends, and some partners, but some people will not hold space for the person that you are. And you have had to minimize yourself your whole life because people could never handle how big your love is, how big and bold and bright your emotions are, how much love you have for people, how much you want to express that with so much passion. And you need to realize that if someone is not supporting the way that you are, they simply don't deserve to be in your life. So I definitely see a lot of happiness, and you just, like, not minimizing yourself anymore. You're kind of fed up and saying, fuck this shit, right? But that is something that I do see. And then I also picked out 2 cards for, like, your crystals. So you have Epidote, and it talks about going deeper. And then you also have Jade, which talks about being the bigger person. So I feel like sometimes when we when we don't forgive people, when we hold these grudges and, you know, this hatred towards other people, I know that they did you wrong, right? They don't deserve your forgiveness, but forgiving them and creating peace is for yourself. It's not for them. And even if you don't forgive them, just allowing, you know, that situation to move away. Like, it's like accepting and understanding that this is the version of them that they chose to show you, and knowing that, you know, you don't want them in your life anymore. And even if you cannot see why they did what they did, like I said, you know, you don't have to forgive them, but forgiving yourself in that situation. Because when you don't forgive someone, you hold a part of yourself accountable, or a part of you was always wondering, like, what did I do, right? Why did I deserve that? And the truth is nothing. Their actions were a reflection of themselves. So you cannot, like, put yourself immediately in that corner. So like I said, even if you don't forgive this person, even because I feel like this could be your parents or family, or like for some of you, you could be going through some sort of separation or breakup, and this seems like a past partner. But a part of you being the bigger person doesn't mean that you're gonna let shit slide, but it means that you're willing to create peace for yourself. And that's it. Like, you know, it's okay if you don't feel like this person deserves your forgiveness, if they don't deserve your love. That is completely fine. But what we're doing here is acknowledging your emotions. We're acknowledging, like, what it is that you need right now to create peace in your life, because we no longer need this energy or this to hold you back. There's a reason why shit keeps resurfacing. All right, and then you have the Ace of Swords and the Magician. Like I said, so there is a lot of information coming in. For some of you, there is something about a court order, because swords can represent, like, you know, government stuff, like specifically justice, but swords is like communication or information, and it could have a very serious tone. And I don't know why I just thought of like the court. So some of you guys could, like, whatever is happening with court, there could be something about a custody. There's a very complicated situation, but it will be going in your favor, to say the least. You have the Ace of Swords, so I feel like whoever this is for, because this is not for everybody, like, you are the person that is providing the judge with, like, all the facts, all the paperwork, like everything. And I feel like that's why it's gonna be in your favor, because it's not opinion based. You have shown videos, you have shown paperwork, you have shown damages, and things in need of reparations, etc. And then you also have the Magician. So with these two combined, there is this January is a sense of you being able to have this fresh start, right? Being able to create the life that you want to live, being the version of yourself that you dreamed that you'd want to be for years, but never actually having the energy to do that, right? And maybe it's being the it girl or the it boy, I don't know, like just being that person that is working out every day, that has their shit together, that is mentally stable, you know. And a part of that is creating habits that help you be mentally stable. And again, not for everyone, but I just feel like there's certain things, a certain version of yourself that you'd always want to be, but you were never able to do that. And January is gonna give you the opportunity to have this fresh start, to, you know, like, go get on that wave, to get on that, like, start that routine for yourself. You have the Two of Wands and the Five of Swords. So it does seem like, you know, there could be a lot of conflictive energy in January. A lot of people may question your intentions and you, but you plan your situation now. As long as you're good, as long as there's food on the table or roof over your head, as long as you're loving yourself, you let these people say whatever it is that they want, right? You let whatever this energy is, you let it be. It doesn't concern you, right? Because I feel like you're going to be very busy. You're gonna be planning, you're gonna be rebuilding, and you're not gonna have time for silly people. And I feel like you're gonna set a lot of boundaries, and some people are not gonna like that. Some people are gonna feel like you know, they're not gonna be able to benefit off of you the way that they have been, and they're gonna try to create a problem. Leave them on the side. They're not worth a reaction. Yeah, with the 5 of Wands, I feel like this is a lot of like the changes that you're gonna make in January for your happiness. There may be certain friends and certain people in your life that may not like the changes that you will make. I feel like you will get a lot of support, but you may also get a lot of backlash from certain people or being questioned. And that's why I say, as long as you are focusing on yourself, you leave them on the side of the road. Let them throw their tantrum and leave them on the side of the road. You don't need that. There's a reason why, you know, you're being guided to focus on rebuilding yourself, on planning for whatever this is, on getting these visions, these dreams. Like, there's a reason why, you know, you're meant to be so focused in January. You have the King of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the Ace of Swords. This is a very like mental energy. You know, what can I do to set what can I do to set a mindset so I can focus on my goals, so I can focus on whatever this is. And then you also have the 6 of Cups. You know, I appreciate our friendship and the memories we created, but I need to focus on myself right now. It's a simple boundary but effective. And you have the Sun card, so there is a lot of happiness, and there's a lot of like freedom, like the most freedom you've ever felt, because you're finally making decisions for yourself in the month of January. And you have the 7 of Pentacles, investing into what you feel as though is worthy. Not everybody is going to see your vision, and there may be a lot of people that may not like what you do. They may not like, or they may have a lot of bad or negative shit to say, but trust that, like, trust in yourself and your ability to see your success form in front of you. You may end up being really indecisive because of what these people say, but know that, you know, like, trusting yourself is vital for your success. Keep your ideas close, because I feel like, again, not a lot of people will like what you have to do, what you have to say, but you are worthy and you are important, and your success is vital here. So yes, that is what I have for you guys. I love you. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if it resonated, and comment a green heart or green emojis if you chose pile 2, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello. So this is gonna be my pile 3. So if you chose the crown, then this is gonna be the reading for you. Let's see how long I could keep this on my head. So the first oracle deck that I used was my crystal one. So you guys have hematite, which is about cleansing, protection, and grounding yourself. And then you also have fluorite, and this is about finding peace within, but it's also, it helps you focus, and it's good for like students. So some of you guys could be a student, but yeah, it helps you focus to find peace within, and it gives me like water energy. Like, it's very much like, it helps you like go with the flow. And then you have victory. Again, I think I need to take this off soon. And then you have magician and the mirror. Some of you guys, you could be getting into manifesting with your mirror. I'll talk a little bit about that during the reading. And then you have community. So I'll start with these cards, and then we'll move on to the next, because you guys have a big ass stack. So as I was saying, some of you guys could be a student, or you could be like learning something in the month of January. But from what I'm seeing, I feel as though You know, there's something that you're heavily focused on. There's something that you're heavily desiring right now. And there is some sense of like success for you here. But I feel like this is not like immediate success. Like, I'm kind of getting that, you know, you are being asked to ground yourself, to listen to your intuition, to like really go within. To find the success that you're looking for, it's gonna require you to go within, is what I'm getting. To feel your own energy, your own presence, to feel what it is that you want or where you are being asked to place yourself. Because I feel like you may have a lot of connections or a lot of ways to go, a lot of different things that you can do. So it's so difficult for you to pick a direction or pick a place. And feeling like outcasted low-key. And then you have transformation. There's a lot of like Scorpio energy in this pile. You also have memories of love. So I feel as though, I don't know why I get this, but I do. I feel as though for some of you, like, you have been low-key obsessed with the idea of like winning, of succeeding, of doing so good in your life, of getting that bag, or of being in that relationship. And it's either or. Either you've been like obsessed with money or obsessed with love. Like, you look at your future and that's all you desire, and it almost like blinds you to what is going on now, because you're so focused on like what you want to achieve. And even though it's not a bad thing to allow yourself to dream, and it's not a bad thing to allow yourself to envision like what it is that you want, when you forget about your present moment or the people around you or the resources that you have, that is when it becomes a problem, because you start to become out of tune with, you know, where you're being guided. It's like you are taking a whole different direction, and you are not like considering the fact that there's resources out there to help you. I feel like you may be very impatient, or you are like trying to like jump all the way to whatever this is. And it's like sometimes we have to do shit step by step. There's a reason for the, what is that called? There's a reason for having to like build your future or build towards whatever this is. You have acceptance. So for some of you guys, there could be certain things that you are needing to accept, and you also have will, like your inner strength. Maybe I feel like maybe you've low-key been so obsessed with the, like, your success and relationships because it gives you some sense of closure, or it gives you a sense of feeling secure. And it's like you should already feel secure. Even if you don't have your shit together, you should already feel like you have yourself together, even if your environment is not going the way that you want. Because unfortunately, life is not always gonna go the way that you want. Sometimes we're gonna have shitty situations, right? Sometimes we're gonna deal with things that we don't want to. So it's important that you know that you need to secure yourself, your emotions, and find your peace before you reach this success. That's why it hasn't been coming in as fast as you want it to. It's like you need to find this peace within, because, you know, when you receive whatever this is, it is definitely for you, for sure, but it feels like there's a lot of change required in a lot of your mindsets. That's where January is in. I feel like January is gonna bring a lot of transformation on the way that you like this outlook that you have on life, on relationships, the way that you've always seen them. And you have the 9 of Cups, you have the 8 of Swords. Let's see what else. You have the 10 of Cups, yup, the 4 of Swords in reverse, and the 6 of Wands. You have the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 4 of Pentacles, you have the 2 of Wands and the Temperance card, and you have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. As I said, you have felt so disconnected, and it's like, even though you're going in the right direction, this is about connecting to yourself. Like, yes, this is right because this makes you feel good, but it's like the way that you have been doing things is not necessarily good for you. It may be causing a lot of unhealthy thinking patterns, an unhealthy relationship with yourself. You need to learn how to create this balance, or to create this pace with yourself, with whatever this is. Because, as I said, I feel like you're trying to like jump or skip or take a lot of shortcuts. And unfortunately, like, when you do that, you would just be rerouted to the issues that you need to heal or you need to fix. So that is something that I need to take this off. That is something that I do want to say. Like, you're gonna have this success, you're gonna get out of this poverty, and most likely I feel like, you know, you are trying to prove to your parents or to people who really doubted you that you can make it. And like I said, you will. You definitely will. There is no doubt about that. But it's you needing to know that at the end of the day, there is like a way to do things, and sometimes you won't get things right there when you ask for them. Sometimes it requires a lot of patience, or requires you to let go or to sacrifice certain things. So yeah, for sure, I feel as though, and I feel like you will see that, and you have started to see that already this January. Like, a lot of your mindset shifting, a lot of like your anxiety has been resurfacing. But then you catch yourself saying, like, sorry for the sirens in the back, but you kind of catch yourself saying, like, you know, this isn't me. Like, why am I experiencing anxiety right now? It's like, even though you have this anxiety, you catch yourself like being a lot more calmer than you used to be, or finding ways to be more calmer, or finding peace a lot more faster. So yeah, for sure, there's a lot of transformation. There's a lot of, you know, being able to face the person that is in the mirror, the reflection that you see in the mirror. Like, being able to face yourself, face this like critical side of yourself, and healing that. I feel like there's a lot that happened to you as a child that made you feel like the only way that you were ever gonna be happy is if you were successful. You could have grown up in a lot of poverty or in a messed up situation, so it made you feel like I said, the only way that you have to live your life is through success. And it's like, you know, success will come, but, you know, there may be times where you do good and other times where you might not do so good, and that's okay. That doesn't make it your fault. And we need to accept that, right? That like, not everything bad that happens is going to be in your fault. Of course, we should take accountability, but not to the point where you're giving yourself anxiety. So there is a lot of like, I feel like you will start to see the changes in your life with like blessings coming in, doors opening up for you, when you start to trust in yourself a lot more and your mindset shifting. That's like the big key here that has been missing. Like, you're doing everything right, you are putting in the work, but the one thing has been like your energy or your mindset. And you're about to feel a lot more connected to your guides, your angels, like, because you're finally ready to hear them out. You're finally ready to follow your intuition again. But yes, that is what I have for you guys. I definitely hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.